Lake County Community Justice Adult Parole Probation and the Lake County Community Service Work Program. Our business hours are Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., closed from noon to 1. We are also closed on all state holidays. Please listen to the following options. To reach the front desk, please press 1. For Probation Officer Zach Hall, press 2. For Probation Officer Rachel Frederick, press 3. For Director Jake Greer, press 4. For Probation Officer Lily Frank, press 5. To contact the work...
I'm worked up.
This is Lily.
Hey, Lily.
Uh-huh.
This is Robert Talley.
Yes.
First off, did you get my message from yesterday about the cops showing up?
Yes.
Okay, and then in regards to the current, situation or issue with what has occurred since the arrest of the pending charge, how or what can we do to go about this to not have such a negative effect?
I'm unsure if I understand your question.
So after the arrest, that's when the whole DA speaking up and saying and basically getting you involved with mentioning the sanction, and then when I reported the sanction being referred to as a violation, and that communication making it to where I did another evaluation through the drug and alcohol part of where I do my counseling. And that is, I guess, the issue or the concern that I have because of that, and what I perceive or going to be a negative from that, I guess.
So you think that it's going to be a negative thing to be engaged in STD services for your new charge?
Yeah, due to it being pending, and that it all stemmed from that, because that's when it all got brought back up or was mentioned, was because of the sanction violation thing that was talked about.
So you mean that the reason why the new charge is in place is because you have to do STD services?
No. The new charge is because they feel that they have a reason to believe that I committed a crime is the reason of the new charge. But me having to re-engage, as you said, or whatever, because of what I want to say of the charge being charged against me. But you have said that it's my behavior, the effects of, I guess, that the confusion, or I don't know how to say what I'm trying, like I don't know how to say it, and I'm trying, like. But
so I think that we talked about this at the last office visit, and I reminded you that we had a referral in the file that was from early on, and you were referred for mental health services, and you were also referred for STD services. So when everything started, we decided, and when we say we, I'm talking about myself conversing with a therapist, and what was brought to my attention. You were going to start with mental health, and then they were going to incorporate A&D or alcohol and drug services down the road. So you're doing alcohol and drug services. It is time to do alcohol and drug services.
Okay, so and that's where my concern or whatever is because nothing was talked about that. There wasn't no issue until after getting charged with that, and then DA bringing it up, and then you saying that I needed to re-engage with, and then I did another evaluation. So
I don't control the process for the recovery center and how they do their evaluations or when they do their evaluations. The bottom line is you had been referred for services, and it was time to start your services. Now, where it comes to the DA and the statements that he makes in court to the judge, I don't have control over that, Robert. I don't.
Well, what caused it to have the re-engagement? I guess that's what I'm confused about. Or what caused it or what made it to have the re-engagement, as you call it. And that's what I guess I'm.
It's not re-engagement. You were referred for services. We started with the mental health side of things, and then we moved on to the alcohol and drug services. There's no re-engagement. There's engagement.
Okay, and the evaluate it comes from just being on probation or whatever, right? Or
Because I referred you for services back early on. I don't have your file in front of me, but it all started when you came on to probation, and I had you sign a release of information, and had you sign a referral. It had both mental
yeah,
health and
because
A&D.
because that was standard like stuff for that was like standard stuff for probation.
Correct.
So
Standard. You actually, thank you for, you said it properly. Perfect. It is standard for probation.
okay, then I don't know how or what we need to do because I
You were worried about the DA using that against you in your new charge.
yeah, and I'm worried about anything and it seems that that's more of a and it's just a coincidence how I don't know if it's more than a coincidence I believe of how it was that I got charged, and then the DA brings it up, and then all of a sudden when I reported to that mandatory when you get out of jail, that being mentioned of no, we're not doing a sanction, we're doing an intervention, which that also is safe to say that somehow it just and now it's done so much to I guess alarm me or make me worried or concerned due to the fact of the trust and it is just it seems like something's just not right, and especially when at the very beginning the like when the judge sentenced me and made it clear, and then them even having to adjust to making me like a special and treating me different just because of the fact that I do smoke marijuana, and it shouldn't be like if there's a so that's and I know that like so I don't know what we can do. I don't.
Are you using any other drugs besides marijuana?
No. No. Not here. It has to do with the fact of like why it seems that there's so much more. When even when I was like sentenced at the very beginning, because I'm somebody that will rather address a problem before it becomes a problem.
Well, why address a problem that it's not there? If it's not a problem, it shouldn't be addressed.
Exactly, and that's what my whole point was in regards to even doing the
But you just said it a minute ago. You are just following the standard condition, the standard protocol of probation.
But that wasn't.
You came on probation. We had an intake. I had you fill out. I had you sign a release of information. I had you sign a referral, and I also reminded you at that time that you were going to go through intakes and assessments, and you were going to follow the recommendation of each evaluator. The recommendations were you were going to move forward with mental health services, and I would address the alcohol and drug services on down the road. That time has come, so you are going through the process with fun.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't get much standard than that.
Okay. Okay. Then I'm sorry for bothering you, and I was.
No, it's no bother, and I appreciate you calling and looking for clarifications, but and I know the process can be confusing. I understand, but I mean, you said it a minute ago, and that's concerning. You want to address the problem before it becomes a problem. If there's no problem. There's no need to be addressed.
But there is a problem because now apparently I would have to call every day, and I would have to find out if I have to go report for a UA that day just from whatever thing that they give you. Like that doesn't make sense.
You have to follow the process that Fawn is giving you.
Okay.
The recovery center has a program.
Yeah, and that program is already.
If you are in that program, you have to follow what all they ask of you to
do. And that's what I'm getting at is that, I guess it's just too. In my head, it's just it's making like. Because of the fact that it's already being adjusted to for me and me being adjusted for the program because of a circumstance or a situation or whatever so I guess that's what I just need to like process through my head or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a circumstance that it's on the side that I don't have a say on.
Okay.
That court appearance, the dealings with the district attorney, I don't have a say on that. I am holding you accountable to the set of conditions that you have from Jefferson County, right?
Yeah.
Jefferson County, and just like it's a standard condition of supervision that you do what I've asked you to do. It's also a standard program. It's a standard for the font asked you to do UAs or call the UA line or show up for classes or show up for individual therapy with her. That's a standard. That's a program that has its standards, and they are expecting you to follow those standards.
Okay.
And I know that it can be confusing, the probation side of things, and now you have this new criminal charge pending, but I have to stay in my lane. My lane is probation, and I stay there. And then whatever else you have going on with the court, that's the court. If they happen to sentence you and put you on probation, I'll receive an order, and then it becomes my problem. I have to supervise you on that. But I have to stay in my lane right now. Pending charges are with the court, probation are with me.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Okay, thank you.
Alrighty.
All right.
You are welcome.
Okay.
Everything else going okay?
I guess, yeah, for now. It's just very,
Okay.
I don't know, it seems
I
like everything.
appreciate you calling me and giving me a heads up about the law enforcement contact. And I'm glad that everything got resolved.
Well, I don't know if it's resolved yet or not because there's more to it, but yeah. And that's where I'm having a hard time separating if this is from, yeah. And that's what I guess I don't even have enough time to process out Haley. But either way, I'll figure it out. So, thank you.
Well,
Thank
keep
you.
me posted, okay?
Okay, bye.
All right, bye-bye.